Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. And today we want to learn desktop publishing software, that is Microsoft Publisher. And the question paper that we are going to go through is this: the question paper, and this is a next question paper, and it's a complication. It is a computer application 2, practical paper 2, November 2016. That is the year which was done. And this paper consists of two tasks. The first task is the AutoCAD, and the second task is the desktop publishing software, and the third task is QuickBooks. It consists 3 tasks. So the only task that we are going to cover is Publisher. This is a task we want to do today, and this is about desktop publishing software, that is DTP, desktop publishing software. And this is a publication we are going to create today for those students who are on holiday, who are on August holiday, and they are supposed now to take advantage during this holiday to revise more question papers. So now let's start the question paper. This is task 2. Let us start doing task 2. So you are asked task 2. Task 2, this is a figure 2, shows a application designed using a DTP program. Use it to answer the questions that follow. Then you are asked, open a DTP. DTP stands for Desktop Publishing Program, and make the following page settings. You need to apply the following page settings, whereby you, after opening or launching the MS Publisher, Microsoft Publisher, whereby orientation unaweka landscape, paper size equal A4 for you to create this publication, as you can see. Sasa, now let's start. Let's go to search, and then we search MS Publisher. We write Publisher there. That is, I'm using Office 2013. And remember, I have used Office 207 when I was first preparing the first publication in this program. Sasa, now let's start. Okay, after opening the publisher, now you need to click more blank page size. Unaona hapa hivi, una click hapo hivi, more blank page size. Then after clicking more blank page size, you get more pages. Unaona blank pages, unaona, whereby you get landscape, portrait. Unaona, yes, unapata different, blank pages. Unaona, blank page size, more blank page size. Unaona hapa hivi tunapata. So what we are only interested according to the question paper is this one, the page. Unaona this. Let's go back to the question paper. Now you are asked, they are only now want us to make the following page settings. Wanataka tu A4 landscape, orientation equal landscape, paper size equal A4. So let us now choose the one with A4 landscape. Unaona hii, this one is A4 landscape. Then click direct create. Unaona hapa hivi, then you click create. That's how you create. Sasa. So now, as you can see, it is now by default. As you can see, by default we have A4 paper size. A4 landscape. The A4 is the paper size, and the landscape is the orientation. Sasa. Now let's go back to the question paper. Now we are done with question A, whereby tumeweka landscape, orientation, whereby tumeweka paper size A4. Now tuko hapa question B. Question B, now you are asked, create the publication to appear as shown in figure 2. Unaona hii figure 2? We need to create this publication now as shown in figure 2, ensuring that the publication covers the entire printable area of the paper size. So meaning that the publication is not going to be disoriented. Are we together? Yes. What is to disorient? To disorient means to lose direction. Sasa, to lose the sense of direction, whereby text is in a lost direction. Sasa, we need now the publication we need the publication to cover the entire printable area of the paper size. Sasa, now let's start now creating this publication. And remember, this is a certificate. And question C, you are asked also the last question. Save the publication as certificate in the next exam folder, whereby most of you guys knows how to create folders. Now let's design this certificate. We are going to design this certificate using Microsoft Publisher. We are going to create this publication. Now let's start. The first thing, now you are going to draw this. This is an outer frame. You are going to draw this text box. You click insert, then you click draw text box. Unaona hapa hivi, you click draw text box, then you start drawing the text box here. Before you draw the text box, let me click escape kwa keyboard. You need to zoom. Let's zoom. Click view, then click hapo tunaweka like 75. I think 75 is enough tukiweka. Wacha tuweke like 70 in order. This is just for the purpose of magnifying the publication. We are going to use zoom tool in order to magnify the publication view. So now let's start. So that's equals 70%. Now let's go back to question paper. We need to draw this. This is a text box. Let's draw the text box. This is the outer frame. We click insert first. We go to draw text box. Then tunachora text box kwanza hapa. Paka hapo. Good. Why are we drawing text box? In order for us to write, let's go back to question paper, to write this title, Messi Sports Academy, and then tuandike the address, and then sunona. Yeah, that is now what we are supposed to do. Okay, we need to write first of all Messi Sports Academy, Messi Sports Academy, Messi Sports Academy. It should be in capital letters. Messi Sports Academy, Messi Sports Academy, Sports Academy, Academy. So tunaweka control, tunashikilia control plus A, we highlight, then we click home, tunapeleka center, or we use keyboard shortcut control plus E. Now let's now resize. Let's now adjust the font size. Let's increase the font size. Tunaweka 36. After kuweka font size 36, tunachukua font type. Tunaweka font type Bodoni. Tunaweka Bodoni. Tunaweka Bodoni. Font type tunaweka Bodoni. PD BT. Tunaweka the font type ni Bodoni BD PT. Yes, that's our font type. If you go back to the question paper, it looks like the way it should appear on the question paper. Unaona sasa? Now let's write. Now let's continue writing now. Then we click enter, kasa ikuja hapo. Then font size, we decrease the font size. We reduce the font size, tunaweka 20. Yes. Good. Now, then tunaweka font type, brush script empty. Brush script empty. Good. Now let's write. We are supposed to write PO Box. PO Box 4477 1009. So let's write PO Box. PO Box. Tunaweka PO Box sasa. PO Box or PO Box PO Box 4477 then hyphen tunaweka 1009, then click enter. What are we supposed to write? Go back to the question paper. Mwisho wa reli. Sasa tunaandika mwisho wa reli. Let's write mwisho wa reli. mwisho. Tunaandika mwisho wa reli, mwisho wa reli. Let's write mwisho wa reli, then click enter. Tunaandika nini? Email. Sasa we write email now. According to the question paper, tunafaa kuandika hii email. Email, let's write email. Email, then full colon, tunaweka full colon, alafu info at Messi Sports, Messi at Messi Sports as messisports.com. Good. Now let's proofread this. We ignore all, click ignore all. This one also we can ignore all. Right click, then we ignore all. Sasa Messi Sports Academy. Let's go back to the question paper. messisports.com, messisports.com. Sasa messisports.com. Okay, now so let's go back to the question paper. We need now to draw the rectangle. Can you see this is a rectangle we need to draw, and then inside this rectangle we need to edit text. Which text is that? This certificate of participation. Now let's do that. You go, how do you draw a basic shape like rectangle? You click insert first, and then you click shapes, then unachukua rectangle. Unaona hiyo rectangle? You just pick this rectangle, then you draw from here. Unashika kutoka hapo hadi huko. Sawa sawa? Yes, alafu unapeana you resize paka hapo, you resize also paka hapo. Sasa now you click inside the rectangle, unachukua hii. Sasa you just unasema no fill. Sasa then you right click, una click ndani, you right click, unasema format auto shapes, then unachukua the width equal 3. Sasa let's take width equal 3 points. Sasa wacha tuchukue 3 points. Unaona hii 3 point nimechukua. Sasa click 3 points, then click okay. Sasa okay, we can as well take even 3.3.5. Let's click format auto shapes and then take 3.5. I think there is no 3.5. Unaona 3.5 hakuna hapo, so let's stick to our 3 points. Tuchukue 3 point, tuachie hiyo 3 points. We don't have 3.25. We don't have it. Yes, now let's continue. 3 points tumeweka width 3 points. Sasa now we are supposed now to edit. You know, we are supposed to write inside this rectangle certificates of participation. Now click hapo ndani, right click, then add text. Tunaandika nini? Certificates of participation, certificate of participation, certificates of participation. Good. Then control plus A, you highlight, control plus E, unapeleka center. That is keyboard shortcut to center. That is to apply center alignment. Sasa now let's adjust the font size. Take a font size kama ngapi? Tunaweka font size like let's for example 36. Tunaweka 36. Tunaweka bold. Sasa I think it should be bold. So unaona according to the question paper iko bold. So alafu tunaweka Times New Romans. Tunaweka Times New Romans. Yes, I think this one is not Times New Romans. Wacha tuachie Calibri. This one is Calibri. So let's now adjust the font size to weke like 48. So I think 48 is enough. Okay, now let's continue with the question paper now. Okay, tuko hapa sasa. Now we are supposed to write, this is to satisfy that. How can we write? We need to draw a text box. Sasa let's draw a text box now. Click insert, draw text box. Good, paka hapo. Sasa So now let's write, this is to satisfy that. Let's go back to the question paper. We need to write this. This is to satisfy that. This is to satisfy that. This is to certify that. Certify that. Alafu then you highlight by using keyboard shortcut Ctrl+A. Then unapeleka center. Alafu font size unaweka like 24. Font size unaweza weka 24. Good. Now let's now go back to the question paper. So now we need to write this dotted line. So now this is a dotted line. So now let's now apply these dotted lines. Tuweke dots. How do we apply these dotted lines? Tunaweka tunaweka tukitumia keyboard. Sasa tunashikilia. If you come across your dot somewhere on your keyboard, shikilia hiyo dot. So unaona nimeshikilia hiyo dot paka inaenda paka wapi? Inafaa iende paka hapo. Sawa, I think from there is enough, eh? So let's go back to question paper. Yes, inafaa iende paka huko according to the question paper. Good. Now, so after kuweka dots, let's go back to the question paper. Now we need to write this. Participated in a football clinic. Let's write that one. Participated in a football clinic. Participated. Now we need now to apply font size equal 24. For this one, lazima equal 20. I mean font size equal 14. Let's apply font size equal 14. Yes. So this one is 14. And this one should be font size equal kubwa kiasi because we are using dotted lines. Sasa this is dotted. This is dots. We are using dots, I mean. So tuweke like 24 so that dots ionekane. Tuweke dots paka hapo. Good. From there iko sawa. Now let's write tuweke 14 font size. Then we write participated in a football clinic. Let's go back to the question paper. We write participated in a football clinic. Participated in a football clinic. In a football clinic. In a football clinic. Yes, participated in a football clinic. Then let's go back to the question paper. We write held between 28th and 31st, whereby we have the, unajua ukiangalia hii text iko na superscript. Sawa, tunajua kuweka hiyo. I think that one we have been doing during when we were doing Microsoft Word, that's word processing program. Sasa held between 28, tuandike held between 28. Kwanza tunaweka Ctrl+L, left tunapeleka left. So kasa tunakuja hapo. So tunaandika held between 28th, held between 28th. So now before we write th, we need to click home, then tunaweka superscript, alafu then tunaandika th, alafu tuna click hiyo superscript tunatoa. Yes, click space sasa 28th and tunaandika and 31st. So we go to superscript again, we apply superscript, tunaandika st. Unaona s imeenda juu. So then again we click superscript so that tutoke, we write normally. Sasa So now we write February 2016, February 2016. Good. February 2016. Now from there, we are done with writing the text. So let's now continue with the question paper. Now we need to draw these lines. These are lines, these are straight lines that we are supposed to draw. For you to draw a straight line, you must use a shift key. Sasa lazima ushike shift key ndio uchore a straight line. Sasa, now let's start. So let's click insert first of all, then click shapes, tunachukua straight line. So unaona hiyo line, tunachukua hiyo line. Then hii line tunaweka straight. Aje? Tunashika shift. So unaona hii shift nimeshika sasa kwa keyboard. Shift nikishika, then nafaa kuklik hapo sasa. So unaona nafaa kushikilia kutoka hapo. From here hadi wapi? Paka hapo. Sasa. Then again I click this one. I click now the I click on this line now. Nashika shift tena. I draw this line again here. Sasa. Good. Good. Now after drawing the lines, now we need to write the text. Sasa, which text is that? Signature, patron, date. Sasa, how can we write? Using text box. Tunachora text box. Sasa, click insert, click draw text box. Unaona hii draw text box? Una click draw text box. Then unachora hapo, unaandika hiyo text hapo. Sasa, then you are supposed to write signature. Signature. You are supposed to write signature. Again here, you are supposed to write patron in it should be in capital letters, patron. Then from there, unakuja hapo, unaandika dates. Sasa, unaandika dates. So let's go back to the question paper. Okay, so now patron tumeandika date. Sasa now, let's format the text now. Let's now change the appearance. Tuweke this one, like for example, tunaweka bold. Wacha tuweke bold hii, this text. Tunaweka bold, click home, then click B for bold. Alafu tunaweka font size ikue 11. Zote zikue 11, font size zote zikue 11. Good. So now from there, we are supposed also to draw another line. We are supposed to draw another line. Go back to the question paper. Can you see this is another line we are supposed to draw? Yes. We are supposed to draw another line. So no. So let's draw the another line now. Click insert. If you see, you are supposed to draw another line according to the question paper. Angalia. So click insert, click shapes. Una click this line. You click this line, then unaanza kuchora. Unashika shift for you to draw the line, the next line. Paka hapo. Sawa. This is the next line you need to draw. So, then you draw another line, unachukua line, then unashika shift, unachora hii line nyingine. Good. Now, after drawing lines, now tupeane space paka hapo, let's now, good. So now let's write the text. Sasa, what ni text gani tunafaa kuandika? Signature, secretary and date. Sasa, what are we supposed to draw? What are we supposed to draw? We are supposed to draw text box. Click insert, click draw text box. then tunakuja hapo, we just come here from here paka hapo, sawa. Then tunaandika nini? What are you supposed to write? Signature. Go back to the question paper. Signature, secretary, date. Let's write signature, signature. Then tunakuja hapa, tunapeana backspace, tuna click, alafu tunaandika secretary. Tunaandika secretary in capital letters. We should write secretary in capital letters. Then again tunaandika date, sawa. After secretary we write date. Now let's highlight the whole text, alafu tunaweka font size ikuwe 11. Because of the, tukiangalia, I think we need to resize. Hebu tuweke font size 11. Good, iko sawa. Then we need to apply bold this one. Go back to the question paper. So unaona secretary, it is in bold. Tuweke bold, secretary tuweke bold. Yes, click home, click bold. Hiyo tumeweka bold. Sasa iko sawa, tumemaliza kazi. So now we are done with this one. So let's go back to the question paper. Now tunafaa kuandika Messi Sports Academy, whereby we are going to use a rotate tool. We are going to rotate the text. Sasa now let's write this one also, Messi Sports Academy. Messi, kwanza tupeane space paka hapo. We need now to resize the text box ikuje paka hapo chini, then tupeane space. Hapana, tupeane space mara moja. Let's click control plus undo. Let's undo. Control plus Z. Let's undo now. So now tupeane like ikuje chini, this one also ikuje chini, this one. Okay, let's undo. Let's undo. Let's undo. Let's undo. Let's undo. Yes. So wacha ikuwe hivyo. So let it be like this. Sasa, so now we are done with this. Now what we are supposed to do here is that we need to write this text. Unaona hii text, Messi Sports Academy hapo. So unaona, how can we write this text? Kwanza you go to insert, you click shapes, unachora text box kutoka hapo, ama you click insert, you click draw text box. Sasa unachora text box hapo like that way. Alafu what are you supposed to write here? You are supposed to write Messi Sports Academy. It should be in capital letters. Messi Sports Academy. Academy. It should be in capital letters. So let's rotate the text. Yes, yeah, it should be like this way. Yes, we should rotate it like this way. Sasa, now let's drag and drop here. We need to drag and drop here and click enter. So iko sawa. So now tupeane space. Okay, let's now apply font size tuweke like 12. Tuweke font size like 12. Good. Okay, as simple as that. Messi Sports Academy. You just use rotate tool in order to rotate the text. So now we are done with rotating the text, whereby the text appears the way it should appear on the question paper. Unaona Messi Sports Academy venye naka hiyo text. And remember this one, you are not going to apply in Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word, you are going to use what is called text direction. you are not going to use rotate tool. But in Microsoft Publisher or Adobe PageMaker or any graphic design software that you are going to use, you must use rotate tool in order to rotate the text. And ukiangalia hapa ina appear the same. Unaona the same way, it should appear on the question paper. Now let's go back to the question paper now. We are now in this question paper. Are we together? Now, now you are told now also to draw this circle. Unaona, this is a flow chart. It looks like an oval shape, but it's a flow chart. Sasa from basic shapes. Sasa. Now let's go back to our original work. We click insert. We click first insert. We click shapes. Tunakuja flow chart. Unaona hii flow chart tunachukua ya kwanza. Inaitwa aje? Unaona hii flow chart ya kwanza ndio tunachukua, inaitwa summing junction. Hii flow chart inaitwa summing junction. Click that one. Then tunachora hapo. Sasa we draw it here. Tunapeleka hapa juu kiasi hapo. Sasa then kidogo tu. Yes. It is disorienting my publication. Kidogo niweke tu hapo because it is causing what is called disorientation. It is disorienting my publication. Sasa tupeleke juu kiasi. Tukienda juu kiasi unaona bado inabadilisha. So let's delete. Click hapo Control plus Z, let's undo. Okay. Sasa tulikuwa hapo, si ndio? Now tupeane space this one. This one was supposed to be here. Then let's now resize again. So now let's draw the text now. Let's draw the text. Click insert, click shapes, unakuja hapa flowchart. Unaona hapa hivi, you just take summing junction, unachora hapo. Yes, that's where you draw. Okay, after drawing unapeana size, you resize again, you resize like this one. Sasa then you click inside. You click inside for you to format the shape. You click inside, you right click, then you format the auto shape. Click format auto shapes, then unakuja hapo fill color, unaweka black. Sasa then unakuja line color unaweka white. So unaona hapa hivi accent 5 white ndio unaweka. Click OK now. Are we together? Unaona the shape has now changed. Now the shapes look somehow the way this shape look like in this question paper. Sasa what we are supposed to do here is that we just copy paste the shape itself. Tuna copy mara mbili and then we adjust by using arrow keys. Sasa using keyboard arrow keys on the keyboard. Sasa now let's start. We click inside, then tuna click Control plus C, which is to copy using keyboard shortcut. Then Control plus V is to paste using keyboard shortcut. Sasa then you use these arrow keys on the keyboard. Use arrow keys on the keyboard. Use arrow keys on the keyboard. Yes. Then from there, I think the shape looks like the way other shape looks like. Go back to the question paper, it looks like. Sasa. Now we are done with this shape. Sasa. The shape looks like the way the other shape looks like in the question paper. Sasa. Now what we are supposed to do here, the last now thing we are supposed to do here is that the last question is to save the publication as a certificate. Before we save a certificate na tuweke kwa folder, I think most of you guys you know how to create a folder na kuweka certificate. I have been singing on how to create a folder from the beginning up to the end. It is now up to you guys to create a folder. Creating a folder is a very simple task. Sasa, okay, now before we save our work, we need to create this outer frame. Unaona hii outer frame? How do you create this outer frame? How do you change the outer frame to look like this? Unaona? We need to apply what is called border art. Unaona hii, this is a question paper venye inakaa hii outer frame. This is called outer frame. Yes, we need to apply what is called border art. We need to format the text box. Sasa, let's go back to our original work. Yes, how do we change the border art of this outer frame? Click inside the text box kwanza, then right click. Sasa, first of all, you need to click inside the text box, then right click, then click format text box. After clicking format text box, direct unakuja hapa border art. Sasa, then you wait. Border art itakuletea options. You have got several options for you to apply any style of border art you want. Unaona hapa hivi? So then unakuja una click hapo, you just click hapo, you just click down. Ukienda juu, I mean, sasa then we are going to take this border style. Unaona border art style? Unaona hii, this one, it is called basic wide inline. Sasa this one somehow looks, according to the question paper, unaona, somehow looks like that. Sasa okay, we need to take this one, click this one, then click OK. Then it should look like this. Unaona sample hii ni preview inakupatia, then we click OK. Yes, this is how it should be. Good. Now after applying the outer frame, after applying border art to this outer frame, unaona hii, then I think we are done with the question paper. Go back to the question paper and see if there is anything to be done, anything that is left. I don't think if there is anything left. Tumeweka hiyo, tumedraw whereby shapes, tumeweka flowchart, tukaweka dotted lines, everything is good. So now we are good to go. Tukaweka Messi Sports Academy, whereby we applied what is called rotate tools in order to rotate the text. Yes, I think we are done with this question paper. Now it is time for us to save as what? As a certificate. Go back to the last question. Save the publication as certificate in the next exam folder to print out later. Go back to original work. Let's save it. So before we save this work, let's go back to the question paper. You know this, can't you see where now this line starts? This line starts here. Now, and can't you see where our line starts? Unaona hapa hivi, this is where our line starts. Unaona line yetu mahali inaanzia? Inafaa ianzie hapo. Unaona hapa hivi? Yes. Yes, click hapo. Let's now resize paka hapo. Click here. The line should start here somewhere here. Sasa, and this one also should start it somewhere here. So we need to draw it again. Ikuwe straight, I mean. Tunashika shift. Yes. Good. So now tunaweka hivi, tunakuja tunaleta paka hapo. Then we need now to resize the shape, I mean the text box. We need to resize the text box. Okay, tupeleke hapo text sasa. This is just a minor mistake we are correcting. Very simple as that. As simple as that. Then una click to, let's click hapo ndani this one also. tunashika control, tunapeleka paka hapo mahali hii line nyingine iko. Good, like that way. Also hii line ikuwe hapo itoshane. Also hii line itoshane. Yes. Itoshane hii line nyingine, lakini hiyo line imeenda combo, it's not straight. Tuache tuchore ikuwe straight. Tunashika shift kwa keyboard. Yes. Good. Let's draw it again. Shift, tunashika shift kwa keyboard, tunashikilia alafu tunachora hivi, sawa? As simple as that. Good. I think now we are done, eh? So we are almost done. So this one we just expand the text box paka hapo sasa, alafu itakuwa sawa, itaingia. Good, as simple as that. I think now the publication looks good. Sasa, so go back to the question paper, uangalie vizuri. Yes, it's supposed to be done like that way. Sasa, okay, the publication looks like the way it should appear on the question paper, in this question paper, I mean. So I think we are now good to go. Now what we are supposed to do here now is that we are supposed to save the publication. Before we save the publication, let's now tusongeshe hii kiasi paka hapo, alafu tusongeshe hii pia. Okay, sawa. Now we are done with designing this publication, and this publication is called certificates. And there are several publications you are supposed to design using Microsoft Publisher or Adobe PageMaker. You can design certificates like this one. You can also design calendars and flyers. You can also design adverts. Unajua tumefanya ile ya advert ya offer. I think that one was done in our first presentation, in our first task when it comes to desktop publishing software. Sasa, good. Now let's go back to our task, to our original work. I think we are done. So what we are supposed to do here is, we are only supposed to do here we are supposed to save the work. Sasa, before we save the work, I think is there any need to make some changes? I think there are no changes to be made here. Yes. I think there are no changes to be made here. So everything iko sawa hapo. Sasa, so let's go back to our question paper now. Let's go back to our question paper. Let's go back to our question paper. Let's go back to our question paper. So the question paper says in the last question, we are tackling the last question now. The last question is very simple, and I know somebody knows how to create a folder, and it's not even one person. Everybody knows. Okay, now let's save the publication as certificates. So to save this publication as certificate is very simple. Sasa, you first need to click File, click Save As, then click up on Desktop, then click up on Desktop, then write certificates, then write certificates, then click save. So after saving the publication, now we are done. So now let's print preview. Click file, click print preview hapo. Okay, this is our work today. I think this is the work we are supposed to cover today, and this is now the work we are supposed to do. This is how we are supposed to design our publication, and this is a second publication we are doing, and that publication is called certificates, and we are done with this publication. Let's go back to the question paper. Now we saved as publication, as certificates, this publication. In the NEC exam folder, now we need to create a NEC exam folder. Let's minimize. Let's also minimize this one. Do you know how to create a folder? It's very simple. Unakuja hapa kwa desktop, right click, unakuja hapa new, unakuja folder hapo, then you write NEC exam, NEC exam Evo, then click enter. There's another NEC exam whole folder we have. Let's rename it again. Let's write NEC exam, NEC exam, NEC exam, then click enter. Good. This is our NEC exam, the way you can see. Sasa, now we need to put this work, this is a certificate, inside this NEC exam folder. Let's go back to our original work. This is our original work, and this is a print preview of this original work. Yes, when you print this work, it will look like the way it should appear in your question paper. Itakuja kuprint hivi. Sasa, now let's close the print preview. Let's click hapo. Let's click save hapo. Sasa, let's click hapa X. Let's close the tab now. Now we need to put this certificate into this folder called NEC exam folder. Sasa, and remember, you know how to create a folder. Na nimeonyesha saa hii. Let's put it. How do you put it? You drag certificate folder. Hii folder ndo una drag, unaweka kwa hii folder. Unaona? Ishaingia ba. Then you drag and drop. Unaileta hapa hii folder ya NEC exam. Fungua tuone kama iko ndani. You double click. Ama you right click, then you open. Click open. Then right click. Then click open. Fungua sasa tuone. Iko ndani. This inside. Sasa, this is the work today we have done. And you can also print preview again. Uone. Yes. This is the work today we have done. And we are done with creating this publication according to this question paper. And whereby we came to know how to apply orientation, that is a landscape, and the paper size, that is A4. Sasa. And we also know how to design these certificates. So inshallah, in our next lesson, we will cover more about desktop publishing software. Thank you for participating my lesson today. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I wish you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.